Polk County man has discovered that the high-end Camaro that he bought from online car dealer Carvana was reported stolen. Good evening, I'm Keith Kate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. Now the car he's had for 17 months has been confiscated by law enforcement. When he didn't get any answers, he knew he'd better call banking, and Shannon joins us with the story.
Jen, Keith, the obvious first question here is, how did this happen? In addition, this customer called me for help unwinding the sale and recouping his money.
Roger Johnston paid nearly $74,000 for this 2018 Camaro ZL1 from online dealer Carvana in July 2022. 17 months later, he tried to sell the car, only to have the interested buyer discover a major problem.
And that's the VIN on the car.
So somebody switched out this VIN.
Yeah, so they pulled the windshield out, scraped the old one off, and put a new one on there.
This VIN is fake.
Correct.
Doesn't even exist.
Right.
Roger tells me another dealer that wanted to buy the Camaro discovered the vehicle identification number, or VIN, shown on the windshield and inside the driver's door didn't match another VIN found under the hood. And when they hooked up the car to an onboard diagnostic computer scan, they learned the VIN on the hood was the correct one. Notice the two VINs are exactly the same except for the last 5 numbers. The news got worse. A VIN check showed Roger's car was reported stolen out of Texas in July 2022, 6 months before he bought it.
It's unacceptable. I mean, for this long, for me to own the car for 2 years, almost 2 years, and now it's gone, and they charged me all this money. They should have done their due diligence until they sold it to me. Like, it should never have made it to me.
Roger tells me he called Carvana and reported this to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, which confiscated the car last week. He says Carvana told him they can't do anything to make him whole until they have a report from law enforcement.
I provided a case, ID. I've provided pictures of the sheriff taking the vehicle. I've provided pictures of the correct VIN, and in my VIN, I've given them everything they should need, in my opinion.
And what's the Sheriff's Department tell you?
Currently, because it's still an active investigation, there's no documents they can provide at this point.
Now he's stuck with a car payment and insurance on a car he doesn't have. So I reached out to Carvana and was sent this statement. In this unusual case, Carvana and our customer were victims of a sophisticated criminal act. Customer experience is our top priority, and we are taking steps to make things right for our customer given the unique circumstances. We are also supporting local law enforcement in their investigation and remain aggressive in our efforts to protect future customers against bad actors.
I'm happy to report that I was able to help Roger obtain an incident report from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. He tells me a Carvana representative tells him that once they have that, they can begin working on a resolution. It is unclear right now what Carvana will offer him, but I will stay on this to help Roger navigate this very unusual process.
And expensive on his end, for sure. I mean, he's out the car, he's out the money until this is all sorted out. But I mean, what's going to happen to the car now? He obviously doesn't have it. And how did a crook managed to get a title in the first place if the VIN was incorrect?
Very good questions. Right now, the Sheriff's Office tells me that the car is at a tow lot, but it will likely be transported back to Texas where it was reported stolen in the first place. I'm told authorities in Texas will then investigate how this car made it on the market for sale. As for that fake title, that will probably be part of that investigation to try to figure out how that happened, but it was very sophisticated. Even the DMV has the fake title registered.
Yeah. But you bring up a good point. There's two crimes here. I mean, the person that, or company that had it stolen, they were out the car, and now this guy. All right.